Hey makeup homies, my name's Alicia. Thanks for joining me today. Sorry that my voice sounds like it does. I feel like garbage, so that's why I figured I would do a little makeup therapy. And today I'm going to do the Drugstore Makeup Tag. I saw Kay do this at Makeup Lens, but the original creator was Jen Phelps, so I will link them both below. And I know that Kay saw Andy do it, so it's just something that's been around. So I have a whole mess of things in front of me, and I'm going to put on a face of makeup, not necessarily the makeup that I'm talking about, but using only drugstore makeup. I'm going to do a get ready with me while I talk about drugstore makeup. So first I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Glass Correct Primer. So it says if you could use only one drugstore brand, what would it be? And my answer would be e.l.f. or Wet n Wild. Leaning more towards Wet n Wild more and more these days. I really love just everything about Wet n Wild. I really like this primer. I got it because I don't know why I have it in my head that I have red skin sometimes, but I guess I do. I think we all kind of do. There's not a lot of color correction to it, but it's I like it. So then what I usually do is I go in and I underpaint with things that aren't necessary. So I got this contour stick from Five Below. So I'm going to use it as my bronzer, not contour at all, because you can see it is very warm. So it's a bronzer for me. I'm actually just going to go in with my fingers with that because I don't have a dedicated brush for that guy. Okay. So then the most underrated drugstore brand. I couldn't really, I think a lot of them are underrated, but especially Believe Beauty from Dollar General. Their products are all under $5, including their foundation. And it might be a little bit more expensive now, but they are so good. They're so good. Like, I'm going to wear, this is my favorite liquid blush. Look at that. Not liquid, cream blush. And I wanted like an orangey coral. You can't ask for a better payoff than that. This one is called Tropical Sunset. I haven't seen it very much, but that is that. And then like this pink one called Doll Face. They're so good, and they're I think $3.99, something like that. So big fan of Believe Beauty. If you have not tried them, their lip liners, their eyeliners, they're all so cheap. This liquid eyeliner, it's called Midnight in Paris. Judging by the package, you would think that it's purple. It's not, it's blue. But as long as I remember that, it's fine. So, what's next? Next, foundation. Today I'm going to use, I was going to use a different one, but I'm going to use this Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint stick. I'm still not like totally sold on this, but I'm finding better ways to use it. So there's that. So next is the most overrated brand for drugstore. I think a lot of the classics like Revlon, Maybelline, I don't know. I think that so many other places, so many other companies have stepped up their game that I just don't feel like the money that people spend on the Revlons and the Maybellines, I don't know. I just feel like they're kind of, I know they're around for a reason and they're classic for a reason. And maybe Maybelline, I lied about Maybelline because a lot of people love a lot of the Maybelline stuff. So maybe like Revlon and like Physicians Formula. I know people love but I've just never found products that I love. Um, okay, so then I'm going to, which do I do first? Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of setting spray. And no, before I do that, I'm going to do a little bit of color correcting. Right here. I still can't figure out color correcting and concealing because I don't super think I need it, and I feel like sometimes it gets really cakey when I do it. So what I'm gonna do is I have this Essence setting powder that I've gotten that's blue, pink, and purple, and I usually just keep it on the pink. I do like the orange too, but so I go in with the orange color corrector with a pink under eye setting powder, and I find that that is more what I like to see instead of stark concealer on me, because I feel like when I use like straight up concealer, it just, I don't know, I'm not using it right. I'm not using the color. I've tried all the colors, all of them. Some of them I finally found that work, but man, so I'm going to go in with some setting spray. And then when that's dry, I'm going to put on some setting powder like DW's taught me. So fave under $5. So many of these things were under $5. I'm going to say, though, that the Believe Beauty blush and the Believe Beauty eyeliners, I believe, are $2.99 or $3.99. I believe that the Essence eyeshadows are like $3.99. And, oh, LA Girl eyeliners as well. I think I've gotten these from Family Dollar or Dollar General. I know are like $3 or $4. So definitely all of those things. All right, so I'm going to use some setting powder. I don't know how DW came up with this system of setting spray and then powder, but I really like it. And then it just lays down nice for the rest of what I do. So the next one is Hidden Gem. Again, I'm not gonna shut up about it, but these Believe Beauty blushes are the hidden gem of the drugstores. Never would have expected, didn't know that Believe Beauty had its own brand, you know, that Dollar General had its own brand of makeup. So next I'm going to go in with my Lumi bronzer. It's L'Oreal. DW decluttered this to me, and I have a nice big waffle pan in it. I love it. So I just think that the hidden gems are definitely the Believe Beauty in general. All of it. My double chin be double chinning today, y'all. So then, Drugstore Foundation, favorite, is actually, I love the NYX skin tint, niacinamide skin tint. It comes in a bottle. I actually haven't found it at the drugstore, but no, it's not NYX. It's Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild. I found it on Amazon, but I love it. I didn't bring a powder blush, so I'm going to use this eyeshadow palette from Profusion. And I'm going to use these ones. And just use that as my blush for today. Okay. If you hear banging, we are having pipes in our basement redone. Finally, the cast iron pipes in our 1940s home finally got holes in them, so that's a nice cute little cheap fix that we've had to do. So that's happening today, so if you hear it, no you don't. Okay, so what drugstore do you buy more than high-end? All of them. I kind of have a hard time letting myself buy high-end things unless I have like a coupon or uh, like a gift card or something like that, or if they're having like a crazy sale. Um, so I love Drugstore Makeup. It's thebomb.com. So I'm using, this is another hidden gem that I forgot to, Milani eyeshadow primer. I've used lots of other brands, and I keep going back to that one because it's cheap. I think this is like $6.99 now, something like that. Maybe I should have looked at prices before I did this. Overpriced drugstore item. That is mascara, period. Mascara, so flipping expensive now. Except I got one W7 brand at Five Below that I've been using that I really like, and then the OG Lash Princess from Essence, which is $3.99. These are, I love them, and while I will let myself every once in a while, if they're on sale, blah blah blah, get like an $11 mascara, in this economy, $3.99. So the drugstore dupe that I love is this e.l.f. Halo Glow. I've never used the Charlotte Tilbury version, but I don't need to. This one's like $13. Charlotte's like not $13. So this is really great. Next, I'm going to go in with so this is the Profusion Neon Eyeshadow Palette. I saw Misty use this and for the first time, and she panned one of these guys, but my go-to look in the summertime especially is like a lemon lime grungy look, and I was gonna do that today, but then I realized that the topper that I wanted to use was not drugstore. It was an indie brand, so I wanted to stay drugstore. So I'm gonna do like this situation. So what's next? Okay. Best drugstore eyeshadow formula. So that leaves me, Profusion is so good. Love Profusion eyeshadow. I really have had good luck. I know lots of people love the mauve, making mauves or something like that. Version 2 or palette. I have so many mauve palettes, so that I have not been trying not to buy things if I already have a version of it. I'm not gonna buy another one. So I haven't gotten that one, but I know I've also looked into like the jewel tone one, and the like Life's a Carnival, I think one of them's called, or that's BH. There's one that's got like, there's a primary color one, maybe that's what I'm thinking. But also the Flower Beauty. I have obviously loved this quad to death. I just got it on a whim, and I was like, let's see what this is about. And it's just been the best formula. I did use up the like darker shade in body lotion, like when I got out of the shower. So it's not, I didn't use that one in its entirety as an eyeshadow, but I still really love it. I'm going to, sorry, again, I feel like garbage, so that's what happens there. So I'm gonna do this. So then the worst drugstore eyeshadow formula, honestly, I don't have any, or I haven't tried any that I've been super like disgusted by, because I feel like I always watch reviews and stuff before I buy eyeshadows. I feel like I've heard that the bento boxes, I think they were from Maybelline, maybe. They were like the Kaja. They tried to be like the Kaja. They weren't great. So, I could be wrong about that, but So then I want to go in and use, I just got this Wet n Wild. And then also these three, I'll just use these two because I used the yellow kind of on top. So, LA Girl eyeliners. Again, I'm pretty sure I got these at Family Dollar. Because, like, if I see cheap makeup, I mean, for science, what's it gonna hurt me if it sucks? I just throw it out. Like, okay, what if it's awesome? That's what happened when I bought the quote-unquote contour stick from Five Below. I bought some liquid eyeshadows that were not it. And so now I know. But this little thing was great. So, let me lock in those colors with some shadow. And, hello? Sorry for the sniffling, guys. Ooh. And then, oh, okay. I'm gonna go in with this guy in the inner corner. Oh, hello. Get into that. All right, so that's the new Chameleon Wet n Wild eyeliner. Love that for me. All right. Used a product that you used to love, but now you're not crazy about it. This is not that I am not crazy about it. It's just that I have grown up and learned other things, and that is this Wet n Wild Rose 3-in-1 Photo Focus primer water. So it's primer, set, and a fresh. I used to use this as my primer primarily. I've been through like 4 of these, rose and coconut and cucumber. They're great. And so days when I'm feeling lazy and I'm gonna put a little bit of something on, I will use this as a primer. I just have moved on to like actual primers these days. Okay, and then I'm going to use my Chameleon highlighter. I'm going to use it on my face. It's got like a nice bluey tint to it. But then I'm also going to use it on my eyeballs. So I'm going to use my finger. I wish it were. Yeah, it'll do. It's not like blowing my mind. But, I mean, because the one I wanted to use would blow our minds. It's okay. It's still a good sparkle, right? Just a little bit. Okay. So then, something that I didn't expect to like. Oh, I got these Profusion Jurassic Park highlighters. I got 2 of them, and they were awesome. I finished them. I did finish most of them in body lotions, but they were so great. I did use them as highlighters occasionally. They were like a bluey color. I think one of them was greeny. And so it was very cool. And they were a really nice formula. So I bought them for the, their Jurassic Parkness. I didn't really care about the actual product. And I've actually saved the component of one of them because I've scraped other highlighters into it for lotioning purposes. So I'm using them on the Essence mascara. I mean, look at that. The problem is I had an older one and I started to get raccoon eyes when I would use it. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. So then I'm torn. Oh, I should have before I did that, I should have done that, but oh well, we'll see if it transfers. Essence Fix and Last 18 Hours Spray. Very good. And for lips, I'm torn because I could do dark, and the NYX Smooth Whips are very good. I could go neutral and do my Milani this with, I believe, lip liner, or I could go balls to the wall and do my new Chameleon lip gloss. What? The Chameleon one? Okay. I'm gonna do some of the Smooth Whip underneath. Look at that color. I love these Smooth Whips. And honestly, this might be one of the ones that like I didn't expect to love as much as I did either. I just love Stay Proof. But they feel so nice. These feel so nice. And when you let them dry and stuff, they really do stay put. So look at these colors. I'm such a Lisa Frank 80s baby. But then, so this is like not a everyday kind of. Oh. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I need to like let it marinate. Oh no, stop touching it. Oh God. See, I can't get this to work yet. I'm working on it. Am I doing it? Maybe I shouldn't have put the thing underneath it. Anyway. Last question is affordable eyeshadow, and I think I've gone over that. I think affordable eyeshadow is the same as like your favorite, but honestly, all the drugstore, I mean, I would think Profusion is probably, no, the most affordable is going to be the Essence little, like there's the Coral Me Maybe, this is the Taupe It Up. These are $3.99 and the formula is fantastic, so like you can't beat that. Whereas like this quad I know is like $12 or $13, so that's not as affordable for a quad, you know what I mean? But and then the Profusion ones are like $5. You can tell I did my own like Project Level Up, that's why all the fives are on there. So anyway, that was my drugstore tag and my Get Ready with Me. Thank you so much for joining me. Leave me a comment if you agree or disagree with any of my choices, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.